I'd like to call the January 11th, 2024 Board of Adjustment meeting to order. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Kathy Bontemps.
Here.
Stephen Currituck.
Present.
Robin Kane.
Here.
Sam Miller.
Here.
Troy Breathwaite.
Present.
Shay Balance. Justin Hazlett.
Here.
We have a quorum. It has been met with 5 regular members and 1 alternate member present. Would you like to perform the election of chairman for us? Or approval of the agenda?
I think we're going to do the election.
Yeah, the election's next.
Okay. Let's see. At this time, I will ask for nominations for chairman.
I'd like to make a motion to renominate Mr. Craddock.
I second
I'll
that.
second.
Third that.
Nobody else wants it.
We're all in.
At this time, I will ask for nominations for vice chairman.
I'd like to nominate Sam Miller.
I'll second that. Second. Third. Yeah, second. She beat me to it.
All right, well, thank you guys for volunteering again.
Been voluntold.
Very
Yes,
much.
sir.
We need to take a vote on that.
Sure.
On both of them?
All in favor for Stephen Craddock as chairman, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries unanimously. All those in favor of Sam Miller as vice chairman, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Are there any changes to the agenda?
I don't see any.
Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the agendas?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
A second.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries unanimously. In accordance with the State Government Ethics Act, it is the duty of every board member to avoid conflicts of interest. Does any board member have any known conflict of interest with respect to any matters coming to the board tonight? If so, please identify the conflict and refrain from any participation in the particular matter involved. Hearing none, there are no disqualifications. Is there any old business?
Did I miss the vote on the minutes?
I heard the agenda.
Didn't
Did we do the minutes?
Oh, we didn't do the minutes? I apologize.
That's okay. I just want, I was listening, but all the voting was happening quickly tonight. Thank you.
All right, well, for that matter, are there any changes to the minutes from October 12th, 2023? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from October 12th, 2023.
I'll second that.
All those in favor of approving the minutes from October 12th, 2023, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries unanimously. In regards to old business, I think the only old business we have is that we need to make a change to the procedures about the additional term that was voted on by the Board of Commissioners. And once we can not necessarily do that at tonight's meeting, but we can do it at our next regular meeting. New business. We're going to enter into a closed session pursuant to GS 143-318.11A3 to consult with the Board of Adjustment attorney and preserve the attorney-client privilege in the matter entitled Mr. Young versus Currituck County.
All right, you need a motion?
Make a motion to move into closed session.
Second.
All those,
Pursuant to 143-318-11A3?
Yes, ma'am.
All those in favor of going into closed session pursuant to GS 143-318.11A3, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The motion carries unanimously. We are now in closed session. All right, we are now reconvening the meeting. It's now 7:53 PM. This is in consideration of the Mr. Young matter.
Yep.
Would you like to go ahead, Counsel?
Sure, and I'll just kind of give a brief summary regarding where we stand on that matter. The board, if you recall, had a hearing in this matter in, oh my goodness, I should have kept that date right in front of me, in 2022. And it has subsequently been appealed and been remanded back to the Board of Adjustment in file number 23 CVS 98. And Judge Tillett issued an order remanding to the board with some instruction about your options moving forward. I've provided you a copy of that order in the agenda packet. And so ultimately, the last page of Judge Tillett's order, page 5, gives the options for the board, and that is to consider whether there'll be a new hearing, whether the board will rely on the record and the evidence presented. And so your options are to, regarding those things are to, you can make that decision tonight, you can take it under advisement, and if you are ready to schedule, if you want to schedule a new hearing, feel it's necessary, we need to do some scheduling. We have a couple attorneys to coordinate schedules to do that. If you want to rely on the record, you can do that, and again, you can take it under advisement.
All right. Is there any discussion?
Well, it's been a little while since we've met about this, and getting these things and now understanding it and those kind of things. I kind of think I'd like to refresh on some things.
Right.
And maybe there is a transcript.
That's right. There's a transcript. It's about, it's 167 pages, and, there were numerous exhibits from that hearing. So if you want to have an opportunity to review that before you decide how you want to proceed, be it on the record or with a new hearing, we can provide that to you along with the exhibits. Judge Tillett's order does specifically reference a specific section of the UDO 10.4.1 D2 and others. We can make sure that we provide you a list, a printout of that specific ordinance section. Judge Tillett's order also said the board, in consideration with the parties, in your agenda packet there was a letter from the appellant's attorney, and I understand that the county is going to submit a brief letter about their position about where they would like to see the Board of Adjustment go from here, which can also be supplemented to you. So if you desire to have that review, you can make a motion to table this until February and then decide how you want to proceed.
I agree. I think I'd like a chance to review the transcript.
Yeah, I'd like to
agree.
review, I'd
Yeah.
like to review it as well.
All right.
And look at the articles and,
Yeah.
take a look at that section
It's just,
10.4.
for me, it's been too long.
I
I'd like to
understand.
go over everything.
2022, I was like, oh, I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it's been that
actually, I looked it up. It was June 16th, 2022, so
long. Yeah,
Man,
wow.
a long time ago.
year and a half ago. So with that said, I would like to make a motion to table this matter pending receipt and review of the transcripts, exhibits, and also the UDO sections, 10.4.1, D2 and D4. And what would we say? We'd like to table that till the February meeting or the March meeting? How long do you all?
I'd say it's February at this point. If we need more time,
Yeah,
we can
February
discuss
would
that
be
then.
fine. And then if we still need time,
okay.
we'll go to March if
Yeah, and I
need
think so. And then particularly if you decide, and I have no opinion about whether you should decide to have a new hearing or not, but if you decide to have a new hearing and you make that decision in February, we will need to schedule a hearing from there, which might not be March. It just depends on, attorneys' availability and witnesses. There's a lot of, to coordinate with that. So if you
I
come
really
back
feel
and
like February will be enough time
February?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
to review it.
see what we can do,
Be
Well,
February 8th.
check in at least and
February
see
8th.
where we are.
Yeah, sure. That'll give the time if, you know, if Currituck
That'll,
wants
I
to
think
send a
that'll give
letter
us
as
all
well,
time
then we could look
to
at that.
review everything.
Right.
Mr. Chairman, that'd be time then for, if Currituck wanted to send a letter or a response as well, then they could get that and we could review that at that meeting then too.
I agree with that, yes.
Yep.
So we have a motion to table this particular case until February 8th, 2024.
And
Upon
us-
receipt of the transcript and the two sections of the UDO that Troy had mentioned. Is there a
Plus
second?
exhibits.
And the exhibits.
exhibits.
Yeah. And you need a, you will need a second still.
I'll second
Yes, I
that.
don't, okay.
Okay.
Sam will
Is there
second.
any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
Nay.
The motion ca-
Did we get a second? Did we get a
Yeah,
second?
yeah.
Oh, I
He
didn't.
did, he
Okay.
said.
I was expecting to hear it. Okay,
I've wanted to do that too.
The motion carries unanimously. Were there any announcements? We would like to welcome our newest alternate board member, Justin Hazlitt, to the board.
Hey, Jeff,
Thank you for
welcome
attending
aboard.
tonight. I'm sure in the future, you'll have some times where you can participate as well. And we all kind of start out in those positions and then move up. And it's very worthwhile, and thank you so much for your volunteerism. It's hard to find good people that will serve the county, so thank you so much. Are there any other announcements? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carries unanimously. We are now adjourned.